Zack Mo oh god damn it, he's here. Welcome to the collective, where you will hear all things collecting and much, much more. I am your host, Zack Mo, aka Surging Sparks.
And I'm your co-host, Collector, aka Graded Guard Slab Protective Case.
Nice. Feels
Thanks,
good.
I thought of it myself.
Well,
I
everybody,
was looking at one.
it was only a week, but he's back,
Here I am.
and I can't make any more fun opening intros for you all. Although I can. You
Yeah,
just
that
won't
was
know,
that
but
was the best part of the episode, was the intro.
thank
Literally,
you.
like, no question about it. That was the best part of the episode.
It was like 4 a.m. I was trying to fall asleep, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, how can I make this better? And I was like, I know, I'll sing the song.
The
So yeah, I
intro was
did
the
that.
best part. Hands down.
Thank you. I don't know. I really enjoyed the well, what do you think, Collector? And then I would
And
turn
then,
on
oh
the
yeah,
stream.
yeah, yeah. Then you would use audio.
I would turn the
Ridiculous.
stream on because you were streaming. Couldn't agree more.
Dude, the timing was spectacular. I thought you had that audio like pre-recorded. I thought you were like
No.
like being a total creep.
I literally I had the stream on my phone
That's
going,
wild.
and I would
didn't know
turn the
that.
volume up. I would turn the volume up, and then you would be saying something. And what was funny was when I was doing the rankings, I turned the
Yeah.
volume up, and you were saying Pokemon names because you were flipping through cards, and I was like, those aren't even in the ranking.
That's wild.
That was good. But
it was lovely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody enjoyed it. How was your week in collecting?
My week in collecting was pretty crazy, brother. Pretty crazy. It's been a few weeks since I talked about what I've collected. I'm gonna try to, I guess, keep it specific to like last week, or maybe I won't. I don't know. What I remember most specifically about things that I've purchased recently, I grabbed a whole bunch of tag slabs. We've talked a little bit about tag grading, and I can try to show the slab, but it basically really, it's hard to see them with the camera. But I wanted to see like what their quality was. The slabs themselves, like the actual plastic containers for the cards, are really cool. Very, very high quality.
We talked about these ones, I think, 2 weeks ago on the last, before the Zack Mo show. I think we talked about it.
About the ones I bought?
No, about the slab of the company.
Very possibly. And then maybe that's what sparked my curiosity. So here's
I think that is what it is.
Here's a tag slab. So you can see the label area, like what would have a label for PSA. It's completely clear, and they just etch the information on. They put the name. So this is a Japanese Pokemon card, and they put the name of the Pokemon both in English and in Japanese, which is super, super cool. Really, really cool.
I only read Norwegian.
I know. You've recently transformed into Norwegian. I think they actually etch it inside somehow so that it doesn't get damaged. It's very high quality. Like the material itself is very high quality. I'm not super stoked on the way they grade, if I'm being totally transparent.
As transparent as that slab.
As transparent as that slab. I picked up 10 cards. I grabbed a Gengar that I didn't have in a PSA 10. This is the Trick or Trade Gengar. It's one of the only ones from Sword and Shield that I didn't have. And unfortunately, man, I really don't think a lot of these are actually 10s. Like, I don't know if I had sent these exact copies to PSA, if they would have gotten a 10. Some of them are close, but like, yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with the quality of the grading. Like, a lot of these, to me,
they would notice missing ink on a 151 Zard.
I think they maybe would pick that up. But like this Eevee, for example, this is a very big slab. This is a several $100 PSA 10.
That looks the same size as all the other ones.
It doesn't really look like a true 10 to me. There's some centering issue. There's an issue with there's a little like spot of whitening on the back. I mean, they look super cool, but I wish they were a little more stringent on their grades. So maybe I picked up 6 really cool slabs. I got Eevee, I got the Gengar, I got an English and Japanese Drowsy. This is the Kamiya Drowsy artwork. I love that card. So I got it in English and Japanese. I got a hyper rare bird from Hidden Fates, which is my favorite of all the rainbows, period. I think it's the best looking one. And I got the Eevee Trainer Gallery from Brilliant Stars in a Gem Mint 10. So I got 2 Eevees, a Gengar, the birds, and 2 Drowsies.
Do you know what my favorite rainbow card is?
Garbodor.
Nope. It's the Arceus cut in fucking half because you're an idiot.
All right, we'll revisit that later. But yeah, that was pretty funny. I didn't know if you were even there for that portion of the stream. But yeah, that was really funny. So what else did I do with my collection? Specifically to Pokemon, I grabbed a couple more items for my sealed collection. We are at like super way last call for Sword and Shield. Like we're overpaying at this point to add Sword and Shield items to personal collection. Anybody who's finding that shit in the wild at MSRP, that's amazing. Keep doing it. Keep your hunt up. You're doing a great job. I'm at a place.
Sweetie.
I'm at a place where I'm overpaying for a lot of Sword and Shield stuff just to add it to the sealed collection. You know, and I know a lot of big time sealed collectors that are doing the same because there's still so much room for growth, but we're like beyond last call for Sword and Shield. So I'm adding as much as I can. And I'm also investing into Scarlet Violet era items. Last week specifically, I grabbed 2 more Greninja Ultra Premium collections. I'm pretty strong on those. I think they're a really, really beautiful box. And people are like disappointed with the contents, but history shows that box will probably perform pretty well over time, just because the box itself is so cool. And Greninja is like a really well-known Pokemon. So people are going to come into this hobby in a few years, look at that box and be like, yo, I need that box. No, so there is a shrouded Greninja box, and I have several of those in my personal collection as well, my sealed collection. That box has the best promos we've ever gotten, the Greninja Kingdra boxes. I have 4 sets of those in my personal collection. I don't remember. The Greninja Ultra Premium collection is a GameStop exclusive. It's like a blue box. Let me see if I can grab it without disconnecting. I cannot. I'm gonna have to disconnect. It's too far away. It's all the way.
It's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Anyway, it's a blue box from GameStop. I can screen share it later, but I grabbed a few more of those for the sealed collection. I think they're a really good, cool item to put in sealed collection, and they're, for some reason, like the market value on them exceeds what they cost at GameStop, and I have a premium membership there, so I'm getting them from GameStop at like.
You still have a GameStop premium membership?
Yeah. So here's how it works for me. With the current GameStop premium membership, you get basically $5 free every month, which is a free Pokemon pack every month. So once a month, I can go to GameStop, which is right down the street, and get a free pack of Pokemon cards with this premium subscription thing. And then when mine expires, I just leave it expired until I need to make a purchase, such as these Greninja Ultra Premium collections. When you spend $250, you get 10% off your purchase. And I think it's like $25 or something along those lines to upgrade to the premium membership. So basically, I bought the 2 Greninja collections, and I ended up getting the premium membership for free. Their MSRP on them is $120 a piece. So it should have been like, I bought like 3 other things when I was there. So it should have been like $100 or $240 for the 2 boxes. I ended up getting my premium membership renewed and paying $210 total for the 2 boxes. So if you are buying like a larger purchase from GameStop, it's worth, in my opinion, getting the membership.
I only had the membership back in the day when it was like $15. You racked up points and you were able to use the points towards games, and I got a Game Informer every month.
Yeah, it's definitely not as strong of a membership program as it used to be, but GameStop does like 2 to 3 times a year. They do really, really good Pokemon sales, and they get exclusive items. There's a Gyarados exclusive to GameStop box that's really cool that I haven't purchased yet, but I will eventually.
Get exclusive Funko Pops too.
They get a lot of exclusives. I actually almost got you an exclusive Funko Pop from there, but I decided on something else instead.
What did you do? What did you get instead?
You already have it.
I do?
Yes. Dun, dun, dun.
Pew, 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 pew. So, for those of you just listening, the man got me a life-size scale Boba Fett helmet that functions like a Boba Fett helmet.
Yep. Thing's dope AF. It also happened to be from GameStop. I saw it and I was like, I have to buy this.
You know I'm going on the subway with that tomorrow to scare
That's
everybody.
awesome. I was looking at actually, so when I was there, they had a diamond Pikachu GameStop exclusive Funko Pop.
Mhm.
But I looked it up and the value of the Funko Pop on the resale market is lower than MSRP. So I was like, this is
A lot
lame.
of Funko is that, yeah. A lot of Funko resale is lower than MSRP.
Yeah. And I was like, maybe they just printed too many, or maybe like no one cares about it yet. And I was like undecided on what I was gonna get. And then I saw that and I was like, oh, never
I
mind.
think my Hoth Chewbacca that's signed by Peter Mayhew, I'm pretty sure that's a GameStop exclusive.
There was like a
But
sticker on it that said GameStop exclusive, like a little red
yeah,
sticker.
yeah.
But anyway, it was cool. That experience was cool, just going to the store and like looking around and ending up with, a couple Greninja UPCs. I thought that was a pretty good add to the sealed collection. What else did I get for my sealed collection? I got a few different, like various different cases of items for the sealed collection. And then I don't think I added any other singles or slabs other than a few Kamiya cards from stream. But I didn't buy any singles or slabs other than the tag slabs I showed you and like a bunch of sealed items. And I'm super excited for this. Isn't really PC, but it's like kind of like my weekend collecting because it all meshes
This
with the
isn't
business anyway.
politically
I'm
correct.
Yeah, it's definitely not PC. I'm doing an anything but Pokemon stream, either like right around New Year's, somewhere in the New Year's time frame. And I've got so many awesome items for that stream. I'm very, very, very excited for that stream. So I have like all
Did you
kinds
get
of
the Harry
different.
Potter trading card game?
So I don't know if you know this, but those packs are extremely expensive.
That's really annoying
Uh,
because I used to collect it when I was a kid.
so I don't know about the singles, but so Wizards of the Coast printed those Harry Potter packs,
Mhm.
and they're crazy expensive. Like booster boxes are $800 for the first, whatever the first one was.
Damn.
It's insane. I looked at them. I ended up getting a lot of IPs, like a lot of different IPs, but I tried to keep everything like in a reasonable price point because I don't know that any of this stuff is going to have any like real resale value. So I didn't want people to have to spend like, $50 on a random pack that they're only going to enjoy for, one night. I did get one box that was very expensive, but to be honest, I don't really care if it sells or not. I'll just keep it in my personal collection. But I got a first edition Mortal Kombat booster box,
That's
so
pretty dope.
that was pretty expensive, but it's fucking sweet. So if it doesn't sell for the anything but Pokemon stream, that one will just go right up on the shelf. That's totally fine. But yeah, I think that was it for things that I purchased. Besides that, I just did Christmas shopping.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was a pretty awesome couple of weeks for me. Lots of Terrastal Festival. Oh, I did. I got a Pesherunt donated on stream, which is dope. I love that art rare. Yeah, I think that's all I got from Terrastal so far. And then I opened a box with my daughters, and we pulled a Flareon and a Glaceon Master Ball. I sent those to PSA. I forgot about this. We opened one box of Terrastal, pulled a Flareon and a Glaceon Master Ball, sent those to PSA, and then I traded for one Eevee. I traded for two Eevees on stream, the fruit salad Eevee and the other Eevee, and gave both of those to my wife, and those are now also going off to PSA.
I opened a box of Terrastal and
Get
I,
over
w-
pond.
I wish I had some luck with it. I only have luck on fucking Pocket. I don't have
Well, if it
luck
makes
in
you
this
feel
one.
any better, I have still not pulled a single interactive card on Pokemon Pocket.
That sucks for you. So I guess we'll go into a Pocket update real quick
Yeah, sure. Let's do
before we
that.
do a market update. So today Pocket released an entire new set. It's not as big as Apex what is it, Generations or whatever? Apex whatever.
Legends?
Apex Legends, Apex. You know the Mewtwo, the Charizard, and the Pikachu packs.
I don't remember. I'm not thinking of it.
I'm pretty sure it's Apex Generation. All right, hold on.
Apex
I'm gonna look
Legends
into
is a video game.
I'm gonna continue talking while I look at it.
I'm looking it
So
up right now.
okay, never mind.
Genetic Apex.
Genetic Apex.
I
I
was
was
like
closer
Apex
with
Legends for
Generations.
sure, but Apex Legends is a video game. I was dead
So they
wrong.
just released a new set. It's a much smaller set. There's only one pack that you can open, opposed to the
The
Genetic Apex
variety.
had Mewtwo, Pikachu, and Charizard. Now there's just one Mew pack. Um, a lot of cool cards. I've been messing around with building decks with some of them. The Aerodactyl EX is annoying as fuck to have
Okay.
played against you. The ability is that you cannot evolve your active Pokemon.
Okay.
So let's say you throw out a Charmander and you have a Charizard in your hand, but you don't have a Charmeleon yet. And you're
Right.
building up on your Charmander, and they just happen to have an Aerodactyl EX on the fucking board.
And
Now you can
Aerodactyl's a basic, which it means they can get it on the board immediately, like hand one.
no,
Like,
you have to put an old Amber down first and then get it.
oh, okay.
Um,
So it's still,
but
but still, it's a stage one. It beats any stage two.
right. So I mean, you can't if you want to put it, you have to then retreat your Charmander just so you can
Mhm.
evolve it. It's very annoying, very frustrating.
Right. So you would need to run like in that example, you would need to have top decked a Moltres much earlier.
Right, right. So I was
Moltres
going
can
against somebody with it, and I can tell that they were really excited to use it, but I was using my Articuno deck, which only has Articuno in it, so there's no reason for it.
right.
Um, there's another card that was pretty good, Leaf, the trainer card, Leaf. It is essentially 2 X speeds, which makes it 1 less energy to retreat in 1
Okay.
card.
That's cool.
Yeah. Um,
But
a
it's a
couple other
supporter, so you can only use that, right? It has to be a
right,
supporter,
right.
I would
Yeah.
imagine.
But you can use that and 2 X speeds, like let's say it's a 4
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
retreat.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, what else was cool in it? So I did pull I already pulled the Rainbow Aerodactyl and the Rainbow Mew.
Wow. That's
Um,
awesome. I'll probably play
yeah,
some Pocket after this, I'm guessing.
I got really excited and dropped $20 on it last night when I
Ooh.
realized that the new packs were out. There's a new Gyarados EX, which is pretty dope. Yeah, I mean, other than that, oh, and if you're struggling to open packs because you don't feel like waiting and you don't want to spend money, there's new solo battles in the top 2 tiers. And they give you, I think, the 3rd tier for each time you play for once in one of the decks, you get 5 hourglasses, and in the very top tier, every time your first time using one of the going against one of the decks, you get 7.
Oh,
So in
cool. So
total, you're getting, I think it was, it's like roughly like 70 to 80 hourglasses.
are those capped hourglasses? Do you know?
What do you mean capped?
Like, can you only accumulate so many hourglasses?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Like I was seeing a lot of people were like saving all the hourglasses they
Yeah,
were
I've been
getting.
saving my hourglasses for quite a while. I basically stopped using any hourglasses on Genetic Apex because I knew we had a new set coming.
Mhm.
But as I shared with you earlier, I've been quite busy, so I haven't really played any.
I was really upset that the new set was coming out because I was really trying to get all 3 rainbow birds and I hadn't gotten them. And so I used my pack points to get one of them. I happened to pull an Articuno, and then just not Monday night, Sunday night, I pulled the Zapdos.
Oh,
I was
nice.
fucking dumb hyped, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't been playing as much. I would like to play more, but it's been really busy. I've added quite a few extra streams since the release of Terrestrial Festival.
I've been heavily addicted at work when it's like there's a lull. I'll
Yeah,
just do some battles real quick. Very addicted to it.
yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
getting good at those battles.
I mean, it's really a great game, and it takes all the fun of like the tabletop experience and condenses it and makes it manageable in a 5 to 10 minute time frame. AOTD in our Discord had made a comment saying like his favorite part of the game was how much it respects your time. You can be optimally earning in that game, like
Mhm.
completing all missions, earning as many possible hourglasses as your peers, if you're basically playing for like 10 or 15 minutes a day, which is
Yeah,
awesome
yeah.
because most games that are like true free to play, where you can actually have a free to play experience, you have to commit like 10 hours to actually be equal with pay to win players as a free to play player.
Mhm.
So I think that's a really good addition. And you have the option to earn more as a free to play player by going through all the battles, but it doesn't necessarily make you more optimal as a free to play player than someone who's spending less time on the game.
So what I enjoy about like the solo battles is that they do have inside each of the battles, there's like 4 or 5 challenges, and I have a lot of fun trying to beat those challenges. Like like for the genetic apex challenges on those decks, you had to beat them with the top rarity card you could have was a 3 diamonds.
Yeah, I saw
So
those
you
on.
so I had a
I guess
lot
it
of
was
fun like
genetic
trying to beat
apex.
those.
Yeah.
I think that was like a great way to get into the TCG of it.
Hmm.
I did beat them all, by the way. Just saying, I'm really good.
Sheesh. Pocket winner. Get this
But
guy
yeah,
get this guy at nationals.
real fuck everybody up. But that's the other thing I like about Pocket. I don't got to look at anybody.
I guess that would be good for someone who's not maybe
I'm not
super
very
social.
social. Yeah, no, I'm not a very social person. I keep to myself. I don't talk to people. I'm you know, not a
Shy.
social butterfly. Yeah, you know
Just a
I'm
shy
shy.
guy.
Very shy, yelling at people that I need both my insulin pump, my cell phone, and my watch because I need to have it before we go into a show. Shy
Yeah.
guy,
Just a shy guy.
just a shy guy. So everybody's been hounding me for the past 2 weeks because nobody wanted to get my market update. They all hated it. So why don't you tell us a little market update?
Well, how long? Okay, we've been recording for 22 minutes. There are very few items in the Pokemon world that have not gone up in the last 2 weeks as far as value goes.
Hmm.
Um, the the items I can think of that have lost value in the last few weeks are Surging Sparks singles, um, Evolution. Yeah, you can hear my wife dying in the background. Um,
He's not choking
Evolution.
her. I promise. I'm looking right at him.
She's had a cough for like 3 months. It's horrendous. I feel terrible for her.
Sorry,
Um,
Allie, Miss Collector.
she, yeah, she just can't. It's like every winter, she just can't shake her winter cough. Okay, so Surging Sparks singles have dropped a little bit. Surging Sparks graded cards, specifically the top like 2 or 3, have dropped a little bit, and then Terrastal Festival singles have dropped, but you can't even really count that because we're comparing it to pre-sale numbers. So like
Mhm.
pre-sale to current, they've dropped, and they've dropped a little bit off of release weekend, but like not a huge significant amount. Obviously 99% of sets cards drop on release weekend from like what they sell for on day 1 to what they sell for on day 7. So that's not like outside of the usual.
Mhm.
Um, Beyond that, there are very few items that have dropped in value in the past few weeks. In fact, almost everything has gone up in value. Just to highlight a few things, um, let's talk Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center ETBs are $240 right now
Can I have
for
one?
one Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center ETB.
Well, I noticed that the Charmander recently. I was talking with Jimmy Shoes about it. The Charmander, it's like at raw is like 100.
The Pokemon Center one. Yep. It's
Yeah.
insane. What's happening with the Pokemon Center stuff is crazy. The promos are super valuable. Um, and that's just like I said, just like one example. Basically anything related to 151, Evolving Sakai, Surging Sparks, Twilight
Evolving
Masquerade,
Sakai's.
Sakai's, Twilight Masquerade, anything Sword and Shield. I mean, almost all the Scarlet Violet booster boxes, they've all gone up significantly. Like we're talking 10 to 20% margin gains in the last, 2-3 weeks. The
I'm gonna
market
interrupt you
is
real quick because I'm looking at
ablaze.
my collection and the prices that are changing on the collector app. Um, we've preached this, I don't know, 15, maybe 20 episodes ago. to get that Ninetales from Obsidian.
$18 right now, 17 and
Yep,
change.
1777.
Yep. So I bought 6 copies or 10 copies, I don't remember, at like $9 a piece.
Right, I remember. That's wild.
And I was like, I'm just gonna hold these because these are gonna be $30 each. And
Look at them now. Wow.
literally better returns than the stock market. Had I put the same amount of money into a 401k, a Roth IRA, or the stock market, like obviously there's certain stocks that I could have done better on, but there's also certain Pokemon cards I could have done better on. So let's just say like the NASDAQ or the S&P 500 or like some other, very broad stock. Like this card has gone up, like since I bought in at 9, it's gone up 85%. That's crazy gain.
That really
If I
is.
could have put, let's say I put $1 million into the Ninetales card, like obviously you can't do that, but let's say I bought $1 million worth of that card, I would have made $840,000 in 3 months.
So the reason I was looking at my collection is because we were talking about the Pokemon Center promos. I have the Mimikyu from
Paldean Fates.
yeah, I wanted to see
I'm
what
just
that's
gonna
sitting
guess
at.
it's like $40 right now.
4105.
Yeah, I mean, insane. Like this is crazy what we're seeing. We've never had stamped Pokemon Center promos until the Scarlet Violet era. Out like in ETBs. So all the Sword and Shield era ETBs did not have stamped promos other than maybe like
I thought they didn't have promos at all.
they don't have promos, and I think maybe Crown Zenith just had the regular promo if I remember correctly, but the Sword and Shield ones did not have promos. So the Sword and Shield era Pokemon Center ETBs they're valuable comparatively to the regular ETB, but not
As
3, 4, 5, 6 times the price. So
right.
in fact, the reason I brought up Obsidian Flames, this is the first time I've ever seen this in Pokemon. The Pokemon Center ETB for Obsidian Flames is outperforming booster boxes, which is crazy from a sealed investment standpoint. The gold standard of sealed investment up until now has been cases of booster boxes. There's been no better ROI long term than cases of booster boxes. Obviously, we're just at like one snippet in time right now where we're looking at your theoretical return on sealed case of booster boxes. Like if you bought a sealed case of booster boxes and you got a sealed case of Obsidian PC ETBs at the same time when the set launched, the Pokemon Center ETBs have 5x'd in the time that booster boxes have gone up maybe 40%. So it's like apples and oranges, the percentage gains. The question is, will the booster boxes eventually, 5 to 10 years from now, outperform these Pokemon Center ETBs? And it's hard to say. What we need to determine, right? We've never seen this before. What the market will eventually tell us, which what we don't know today, but we might know in the future, how much are people willing to pay for one Pokemon Center ETB, which is 9 packs, versus a booster box, which is 36 packs, just to get the promo, when they can instead buy a PSA 10 copy of that promo and a booster box to open the packs. Potentially, like we don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
We need more time to determine.
My question is now, from an investor standpoint, I do have a what's the word I'm looking for? English Terastal, whatever.
Prismatic,
whatever. PC ETB.
Yeah, don't open that.
No?
Is that your question?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do not open that.
But what if I want to?
Don't.
Okay.
Did you get it at retail?
Yeah, I got Jimmy Choo's retail. It's a store in
so it's already worth 3 times what you're paying for it.
You hear that,
so
Jimmy Choo's?
I mean, if the intention is to eventually try to sell it for,
well, with my luck, I really shouldn't open it.
Don't open it. Don't open it.
Well,
don't open I mean, the market has made it explicitly clear. Do not open Pokemon Center ETBs.
Okay.
The market is telling us that information.
Can I open yours?
Negative. Mine will immediately go into a protective case and get packed away. That's a 10-year hold.
But what if I come over? Can I open it?
Nope.
All
Nope.
right. Says you.
That's not something you open. That is not. It doesn't even come with packs inside in my mind. If you open it, it's filled with fucking coal. But if you sell it, it turns into a brick of gold.
All right. So I'll hold on to that.
That would be a hold. No question about it. That's Pokemon Center ETBs. If your intention is not strictly collecting, if you are going to sell things in the future, like if you pull a chase from that ETB and you're going to sell it, right? Like let's just put this example out there in a theoretical sense. You get this ETB, you open it and you pull a Sunbreon, right? Let's say it's worth $600. Are you going to sell that or is it going to go in your binder?
I'm selling that.
Okay, so don't open that ETB. You're not pulling the Sunbreon from it, right?
Right.
Don't open it. And you're going to eventually sell the ETB because that's the type of collector that you are. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that in my perspective. I'm not saying don't open prismatic evolutions. I'm saying don't open that item because that item has the potential for massive upside. And if your goal is to accumulate more funds to have more fun in Pokemon in the future and keep that Pokemon fund growing, that particular item should not be opened. The amount of fun
all my funds are for fun.
Right. So the amount of fun you're going to get, the fun that you'll earn from opening those 9 packs is nowhere near as valuable as the fun that you can have in the future after selling that item.
Well, I also think that all the scrippers would be much more appreciative if I don't open it.
Yeah, honestly, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing people throwing packs at people to make it rain. The way the Pokemon market's going, these packs are crazy prices. It's insane. The whole market is on fire. There were other things I wanted to mention. The Ninetales was actually one of the things that was on my list. Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center ETBs were on my list because of the fact that they're outperforming booster boxes. Terrestrial Festival, we saw a crazy increase in price from pre-order to current. Prismatic is a whole nother nightmare that honestly, like I've said it 1,000 times already. I don't know what's going to happen with Prismatic. Nobody knows what's going to happen with Prismatic. We're all assuming it's going to be very expensive.
Yeah,
it's going to be insane. Prismatic is likely going to be crazy, but like no one has any solid information yet. So just be careful and wait. Like just be patient. That's all I can say to people. Or don't and pre-order, and hopefully your pre-orders don't get canceled. Whatever you want. I have a very strong opinion on businesses taking pre-orders and then canceling them. And I really, really dislike that business practice. I think it's a really terrible way to treat your customers. I understand that there's things in life that happen, things come up. But as far as I'm concerned, up to now, maybe I just haven't learned this lesson yet as a business owner, but up to now, there has never been an event catastrophic enough for me to require canceling pre-orders entirely.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also feel like, from getting to know you and how you run your business, you wouldn't necessarily take pre-orders if you weren't certain.
I don't. And that's the issue that we're seeing.
Right.
So if I'm not, so I need to be reasonably certain that I will have this product at a certain price, which means I've ordered and paid for the product, or I'm buying it from a source that's proven, meaning I've bought from them many, many, many times. Now, there's still a chance that something gets screwed up along the way on a pre-order, right? There's no such thing as a 100% guaranteed pre-order. The difference that I see between the way I operate with pre-orders and the way other people operate with pre-orders. So Terrestrial is a good example. I pre-sold Terrestrial Festival. I did accept pre-orders for Wave 1 and for Wave 2. So I did two separate series of pre-orders. I pre-sold a small percentage of my allocation, and I pre-sold enough that no matter what happened, I could have fulfilled those orders. So if what I purchased got canceled for some reason, and I had to end up paying more for the boxes than what they were pre-ordered at, Like I pre-sold at 65 a box. So let's say my allocation got canceled and then I had to buy boxes at $70 a box. I only sold what I could afford to do that with and still fulfill those pre-orders at the $65 that people paid.
Right.
Because it's the way I see it is it's my responsibility as a business owner to deliver since I've taken your money.
Right. I
I
get you.
told
Yeah.
you this is what you're getting. You're giving me this much money. I'm giving you this product. And you'll see business owners for Prismatic. I guarantee it. You're going to see people that you're already seeing is like people have already pointed out that it's happened on TikTok for Terrastal. They're going to say like, oh, the price went up. I have to cancel your pre-order. And like, that's shameful to
That's
me.
scumbag as fuck.
That's a terrible move because you've taken someone's money and you're using it to make these purchases and you're recycling their money and turning it and gaining percentages on their money and not giving them anything.
I would
And
100% never order from that person ever again.
exactly. And that's not the type of business that I'd like to run. But unfortunately, you're going to see this from everybody from the top down. I mean, PokemonCenter.com canceled pre orders 3-4 days ago. Orders are going to get canceled. The volume that things are getting purchased at right now is far too high. So I personally am not taking any pre-orders on Prismatic until it's literally paid for and locked in.
This
And
just made
I
me
know
think. The thought that went through my head was, this is what happens when a bunch of Pokemon kids grow up and have adult money.
it's crazy. And unfortunately, what we're seeing is not even just Pokemon kids, but we're seeing a lot of other people enter this space because the money is so good right now. You're seeing
Right.
a lot of resellers who don't really know anything about the Pokemon industry come in and perform like very unethically. And it's easy at the moment to resell Pokemon. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, what these people will learn, the people who are just now entering this space, is that it's not always easy to resell Pokemon. There was a time not very long ago when wholesalers were selling booster boxes for $95.99 and market price on those booster boxes was $99.99. And it's extremely difficult to run a business on a 4% margin, especially when the fees on your selling platform are a minimum of 4%.
Right.
Minimum. Even if you're just doing credit card processing fees and the material for shipping, it's 4% of the purchase price.
Yeah.
So, you know, what happens is they come in the hobby, they try to make money. Either they succeed in making money by scamming people, or they succeed in making money by even if they do it ethically, and then they leave the space and they go on to the next thing. And that's part of our culture, I guess, is this sort of reselling culture. It makes sense to sell the items that are
Hot.
liquid,
Yeah.
but in my experience, people will have a subpar uh, overall experience. I guess I don't want to use the same word twice, but people will have a subpar experience dealing with people who are newer or unethical or unproven. We're even seeing it with proven. I mean, just today in Discord, there were people talking about how bad grading with GameStop is going, and it's like, you know, what did you expect? They're new to this. This is new.
Yeah.
This is, of
Yeah.
course, they're making mistakes. I don't think that GameStop got into the business of grading to intentionally be unethical and perform poorly, but it's a
No,
brand
they're
new
going out of
service,
business.
and they don't have like specially trained employees for this. These are regular everyday people who maybe know about Pokemon, maybe they don't, but they're handling cards that are worth a lot of money, and
I
so
almost worked at a
mistakes are going to
GameStop once.
happen. You almost what?
Worked at a GameStop once.
Case in point, right? Like,
The fuck does that mean?
oh god. Again, I think that a year from now, if GameStop proves out their ability to grade, I think maybe it would be an awesome service for people
Mhm.
to utilize. I just, wouldn't have
I only use
submitted
one
anything
grading
through them.
service.
Yeah, that's right. The PSA 7 Express line, baby.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I graded with you.
Oh, that was funny
Actually,
for me.
did you ever
No,
send
I
that to
think we
Trimo for me?
what can I what?
Did
Oh
you
yeah, I
ever
sent the
send that?
Dugtrimo. Yeah, it's still out right now. I have lots of stuff at PSA. They're a little backed up at the moment.
Cool, cool.
So yeah, that was a very long-winded market update / rant. But now at 40 minutes into the episode, I think that we can maybe be done talking about that. We'll summarize with a 3-word phrase that I'm gonna trademark. Pokemon go up. That's it. It's as simple as
I
that.
used that last week on my episode.
Pokemon go up, baby.
Pokemon go up.
Buy and hold.
Buy
Diamond
high,
hands.
sell low.
Buy high, sell low. The Zack Mo way. Diamond
I'm gonna
hands,
make a
baby.
T-shirt. The collective T-shirt. It's gonna be my face like
The
this.
collective on the front and on the back, it's just your face like this. Buy high, sell low.
Exactly. I'd wear that. That'd be dope.
You know what we should do? We should buy like super high quality shirts for our merch and then sell them dumb cheap. Buy high, sell low.
Buy high, sell low. Just take after our own my motto.
Yeah, but don't put me into that mix. This is your motto.
It's gonna say buy high, sell low, my face like this, but under it's gonna be a little dash and say collector. The collector said this. Zack Mo says keep everything sealed.
Right. Dude, I can't wait for the episode when you're complaining about opening your fucking prismatic Poke Center ETB.
You know why I'm
pulling
not gonna
anything.
open it? You know why I'm not gonna open it? Because we were talking about fun. I was gonna mention this before. Kept talking about fun and how you said I'm gonna have more fun with the funds than I will having fun opening it. And let's be real. With my luck, I never have fucking fun opening cards.
Supercharged Breaker was good.
Yeah, that was the fucking exception. That was the only exception. And I'm still the only one on the stream who's pulled that Pikachu. And I'm gonna hold that
on my
title.
stream.
Yeah.
Very difficult card to pull, as it turns out.
Yeah, that went up like $150.
Yeah, it's gonna continue to be expensive. As long as Surging Sparks is hard to get, it's gonna be expensive. We're gonna actually this is a total conspiracy theory, but I believe we're gonna start to see the resurgence of the Japanese market over the next 3 to 5 months. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the Japanese boxes stay super cheap and affordable. But I think the days of the $45, $50 Japanese booster box are probably behind us. I think we're going to be moving into the $60 to $80 to $100 a booster box range again, which is where we were when I don't actually think the future of Korean holds any weight at all. I still
open Korean.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you want to just throw money away, that's how I look at it.
That's what I already do with the fucking pulls I get.
That's not true though, because occasionally you do hit good cards. You've sold a lot of different items for a fair amount of money comparatively to what you've spent. Look, opening Pokemon cards is a losing proposition. It's like going to the casino, right? The house always.
I 100% agree and call it gambling every time I do it.
I'm not necessarily equating it to gambling. I'm just saying it's a losing proposition.
It's gambling.
It's only gambling if you go into it hoping to make money from opening your pack. If that's your mindset, then yeah, you're gambling. But you're gambling on a lot of things in life if that's the way you look at life. Right? I think, like, when I open Pokemon cards with my kids, for example, it's not gambling at all. I'm just having a good time with my kids. I don't care what happens. Like it doesn't have to be gambly. It certainly can be. I'm not saying that there's not people who treat it that way.
Never mind. Go ahead.
So I don't necessarily think it's gambling, but it certainly can be treated that way. And I forget exactly how we got onto that. We're like tangential from where we were.
I hate opening Pokemon cards.
You said you never have fun. Then I talked about the things that you sold comparatively to the amount of money that you put in, and I think you've done decently.
No, I have. I'm just being an ass. I've done very well. It's just far and few in between, but I've done very well.
Yeah, I mean that's how it works.
I'm just being an ass. Yeah, I like it's all right. This is like episode 26. If you don't know that Zack Mo is an ass by now, I don't know what to tell you.
Is it episode 26? Oh yeah, because you did last week.
Yeah, which was 25.
Got it.
And while we're on the subject of which episode it is, I had said in episode 24 that I had done Arbok because I thought it was episode 25 and Arbok was the 25th Pokemon in the list. I was wrong. I was very tired that day. Arbok is 24, not 25. So I had confused the fuck out of myself that day.
You were all sorts of confuzzled.
Yeah. So I just wanted to clear that up.
Sorry for the mic pop there, ladies and gents. We'll edit
Speaking,
that in post.
you know, I'm not going to edit that. I put in the opening video, I put in the song, and that's all I really do, and the ending and the song. But speaking of Arbok, and that was my Pokemon highlight. You, I believe, have a Pokemon highlight for us.
I do.
15 minutes later.
I do, in fact, have a Pokemon highlight. As I was racking my brain and scrolling back in Discord history, trying to figure out what Pokemon I would talk about, I decided that there's only one Pokemon that is fitting to talk about, and it is Arceus. The reason our Pokemon highlight is Arceus
Because
is
you're a
that
moron.
I was goaded and egged on into cutting a pack in half yesterday. And
I was there.
To appease the chat,
Ricky's gaslighting you. Ricky's gaslighting you.
To appease
all you said
the
was
chat,
open a pack.
It wasn't just Rick. There were other people involved. Anyway, I opened a pack of Brilliant Stars with a scissor, but I opened it long ways. And I hadn't pulled anything. Like, I'd opened like 4 or 5 personal packs throughout the stream. I hadn't hit anything.
I also just want to preemptively tell them that we were all really pushing your buttons last night.
Yeah, I know. Last night was wild. I was also like tired and wanted to get off stream.
He was very tired. You can tell in his voice he was very tired. He was very annoyed with at least half of us just being absolute assholes and maniacs in the stream last night. So go ahead, continue. Yeah.
Anyway, I cut the Arceus card in half, and so I figured, what better Pokemon to highlight than our Lord and Savior Arceus? So some fun facts about Arceus to get us kicked off. Arceus, normal type, mythical Pokemon, introduced in Gen 4. Arceus does not have any evolutions, or it doesn't doesn't have another form that it can turn into. It has multiple types and forms while it's holding a plate or a Z crystal. So Arceus, much like Darkrai and Shaman, which came out before Arceus, was not officially recognized by Nintendo until Valentine's Day of 2009, the year of its debut movie. It was officially revealed to international audiences on August 3rd, 2009, so a little bit later. Arceus is featured prominently in the video game Pokemon Legends Arceus as the game's titular character and plays a major role in its plot. Arceus is known as the original one, as it is said to have created both Sinnoh and Ronsei regions and possibly the entire Pokemon universe, along with the Lake Guardians, Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit, as well as the Pokemon of Myth, Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. In the past, it was worshipped by the Celistica people under the name Almighty Sinnoh.
All right, timeout.
Yep.
T for timeout. I thought Mew was the original.
So Arceus is before Mew. Arceus predates Mew in the lore of Pokemon. So Arceus created not only Mew, but also itself. Arceus came from an egg. And
which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, in that debate, basically what people are saying is Arceus is all-powerful and all-knowing, so Arceus created its own egg. And at the same time, Arceus created Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. It's kind of like the Big Bang thing, like what happened before the Big Bang, nobody really knows, and everybody says like the Big Bang happened before the Big Bang. Similar idea.
But so they're saying that the egg came first, but it couldn't have come first because Arceus created the egg. So Arceus was already first.
Arceus is known as a god, so gods are all powerful, and that is sort of the argument. Here, I'll read you the Dex entry. Pokemon Arceus, a Pokemon said to have hatched from. What do you mean that's okay? I'm doing the damn highlight. A Pokemon said to have hatched from an egg that appeared from nothing. Newly hatched, it created the world and the sky. Its gravity attack will bring any fighter in midair crashing down to Earth. No ground below you. Looks like you're going plummeting off the stage as if you've been hit by a meteor smash. That's actually from Super Smash Brothers. That's not a Dex entry.
I was going to say that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that's from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Arceus was designed by Takao Uno, and it has the highest base stat of all normal type Pokemon. In Gen 4, it was impossible to legitimately give Arceus more than 100 EVs in any stat, since it was only ever distributed at level 100. And prior to Gen 5, level 100 Pokemon could not gain EVs through battling because they could not gain experience. So it's the only pre-Gen 5 Pokemon that wasn't released as a TCG card during the Diamond and Pearl era, and assumed to be, I guess, because they were going to put it in its own set. I think is the reasoning. It got like there was a set called Arceus. I think, or maybe it was called Platinum, and it featured Arceus. Anyway, Arceus also received the most votes of all pre-Gen 5 Pokemon in the Global Link promo, in both Japanese and international polls. And
Votes for what?
I think as like the most popular Pokemon.
It probably did that itself. It's an all-powerful
because
being.
he's a god.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk a little bit more about like the origin of Arceus. Arceus appears to be based on a creator deity, right? So kind of like I talked about, they say it's kind of like a god or the creator of the Pokemon universe. And these deities are present in cultures across the world. And Arceus' stance and general form are similar to the Egyptian bovine idols, particularly Apis, but its general anatomy may also be similar to many equine idols. Based on its appearance and attack movements in the 3D games, Arceus may be modeled after ordinary creatures, such as those from Equidae, Camelidae, or Giraffidae families. So either, horse, camel, or giraffe. Or what?
Go ahead.
What'd you just call me?
Giraffidae.
Yeah, I got your fucking shine box. Or a fantastical or mythical creature, such as the Polymeliac, Sleipnir, the Killin, or the Longma. I don't know what any of those are.
I know the Sleipnir is a familiar word to me.
Well, not me. There's another word too that I can't pronounce. Let me try it. Uchai Hashravas. That's another one.
Yes. Grusraba. Now, speaking that Arceus is based off of, God, it doesn't have a great big bushy beard. Go ahead.
This is true. However, the arc on its back may be inspired by the Dharma chakra, used to represent a concept similar to like reincarnation in Hinduism. It also resembles a very stylized halo, which is a very well-known form of religious iconography, to indicate something that is holy or divine. So the name of Arceus can be a combination of a couple different things. Some people say it's Arche, which is ancient Greek for origin or authority, or it could be a combination of Alpha and Deus, which would be Latin for God, or Alpha and Zeus, which is also a god in Greek mythology. It also may involve Arcane or Aureus, which are Latin for golden. Nobody really knows obviously the official answer, but that's kind of the thought process. Also, I don't want to give out any spoilers. I know a lot of people in here have already played Pokemon Legends Arceus, but the last thing I'll say about Arceus is that he is not a very kind god. Arceus is basically a dick. So yeah, that's it. That's what I got about Arceus. Very cool to learn a little bit more about the formation of Arceus, but basically Arceus came first and all other Pokemon came after Arceus. So I beg for forgiveness for slicing a rainbow Arceus in half.
You won't get it, especially from what was that person's name? That person was very confused. I think it was Joker Man 13.
Oh yeah, it's like, why am I in this stream?
what are you doing? Why did you do that? So
you know what
speaking,
no. You know what he said? He goes, "I'm never gonna buy from this stream." I was like, "Yeah, dude, I don't fucking blame you." Goddamn zoo in here.
So I think we can go right into our rankings.
Yeah.
So considering that Arceus is a normal type, and I will finally shout out Jubbin, we will do a normal type ranking this week.
All right, let's do it.
But we're not doing Furret.
Pokemon generator. Share that screen. We're going to generate one Pokemon, all evolutions, default forms, all generation, normal type. And we're going to generate 10 in a row and list out the best blindly. It's a blind Pokemon ranking. If you're just joining us and this is the first time you've ever listened to or watched the collective, this is our blind Pokemon ranking. Here we go. First normal type. Out of 131 possible Pokemon forms, we land on Farigiraf.
I'm proud of you. What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. But are you ready to proceed?
No, because I don't know how to spell Farigiraf, but go ahead.
I mean, I just wrote Farig. Igglybuff. So cute.
Is it though?
Yeah, I like Igglybuff.
And then
Cosmic Eclipse. Cosmic Eclipse favorite.
Our lists are definitely going to be different.
Bibarel. Good?
Yep, good.
Good. Skitty.
Good. Normal type sucks, Jubbin.
So far. Ditto!
Now, Ditto could be anything. It could be a boat. Name that show in the comments.
Also, if you didn't rename Ditto to Flubber while you were playing in-game, what were you even doing?
It's not Flubber. Flubber was green.
Well, I don't care. I still renamed Ditto to Flubber. Next Pokemon, Zack Mo's favorite, Chatot.
Now, you know what's really cool about Chatot is that I don't remember what set it's in, but there's an art rare, and the Chatots make the little notes of the Pokemon Center in the video game.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like telling people about it.
Next up, we got Zigzagoon.
Man, normal types fucking suck.
Trash Panda. It's a Trash Panda.
Okay.
Smoliv.
Smoliv is fucking grass.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you. We're in normal type.
It's a small olive. It's a Smoliv.
Next up, we got Silvally.
Did you already put something at number one?
Dude, why would I reveal my answer to you? Stop trying to cheat. Do the test on your own.
It's multiple choice.
Tandemaus is our final Pokemon. Oh, man.
I fucking hate this. Fucking German mice.
Tandemaus. Why are they German?
Because that's how you... Mouse. M-A-U-S. Mouse.
Ah, like dead mouse. Got it.
Yep.
All right. Let's hear why your list is wrong and why mine's right.
You're probably correct on that. I'm not even
starting from number 10.
Skitty.
Smoliv.
Okay. Number 9.
Bibarel.
Igglybuff.
Boo. Boo this man.
Boo you. Number 8.
Farigiraf. Wow, you put Farigiraf higher than number 8 out of the gate.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was your first mistake. Number 7.
Farigiraf.
Skitty.
Okay.
Skitty could have taken any spot below 7 as well, and it would have been fine.
Yeah. Number 6.
Chatot.
Zigzagoon.
Respectable placement for Zigzagoon.
Yeah.
But Zigzagoon has a great evolution.
Does it though?
Galarian Obstagoon is fire.
That's Galarian.
Dude, it's still Zigzagoon.
No.
We don't do...
Listen, Marnie sucks, okay?
Bro,
I don't care which Pokemon of hers you like.
Fucking guy,
she
bro.
sucks.
We're not talking about regional typing.
There's only one reason why you like Galarian uh fucking whatever Obstagoon, and it's because you're Bay.
No, it's
You hear
because it
this,
looks
Miss
like Gene
Collector?
Simmons, and
You
that's
hear this, Miss
dope.
Collector? You're in the other room dying, coughing, and he's sitting over here thinking about Marnie's Pokemon.
All right. Next up,
Number
number 5,
Smoliv.
Zigzagoon.
Okay.
I said what I said.
Number 4,
Igglybuff. Igglybuff deserved
Bibarel.
way higher placement from you, and
Not even a
Bibarel
little bit.
deserves way lower placement from you.
It's a fucking beaver. I love
Yeah,
beavers.
dude, there's 2. What's the difference between Bibarel and Bidoof? Any idea?
Uh,
There isn't one. They're the same.
one's
Who cares?
bigger. One's bigger.
Number 3,
Ditto.
Tandemaus. You're a demon for not putting Ditto higher than number 3.
Yeah, I know. I really should have put it number 1.
Yeah, duh, dude, because it's literally everything.
Number 2.
Silvally, great
Oh,
Pokemon.
we finally got one together.
Yeah.
And number 1,
Ditto. What?
Tandemaus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I kind of really
Boo.
myself up over there. All right, so do 15 and let me beat you in a battle.
All right, normal, fully evolved, 15.
Yeah.
Normal type, default form, any gen, 15 Pokemon. Here we go. Coming up, we got, wow, a hell of a battle, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just listening, the Pokemon choices are Swellow, Arceus, Miltank, Pidgeot,
My fucking
Unfazant,
headphones are all the way up.
Silvally, Lopunny, Bibarel, Family of 4 Maushold, Staraptor, Smeargle, Heliolisk, Drampa,
I'm really
Minoan,
quitting.
and Cyclizar.
Now,
Battle party
Lanoon
of 6.
is the actual evolution of Zigzagoon. He's not even
Galarian
going to
Obstagoon.
me.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, whatever. Put in the comments Marty's mid, please.
Someone just shut this guy up already.
Hey, you're the one who wanted to start a podcast with me. This is your fault.
Yeah, but
You
got
gave
way
me a
too.
platform.
You've got way too confident since then.
I've always been confident. Oh, I forgot I'm a shy guy.
Man, all right. Number 5 and 6 are always so hard for me.
I don't have any. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay.
Well, now you can hear one of my kids coughing, or at least I can.
I heard it was very low, but I heard it.
Yeah, that's Willow. She's been sick as well. All right, I'm ready when you are. Any
Okay.
day now. This is a podcast, so idle time is probably not in our favor.
Okay.
Oh my god, this fucking guy.
I'm going Arceus.
Yeah.
Silvally.
Yeah.
Drampa.
Yeah.
Heliolisk.
Yep.
Heliolisk, whatever.
Yep.
Heliolisk. Bibarel.
Nope.
And Miltank.
Nope. I almost took Miltank. Miltank's a good choice.
I only took Miltank because of Flannery in Gold and Silver. That Miltank was so fucking annoying to beat.
Well, Miltank's just a tank. Super annoying and tanky Pokemon.
And now let's pull up the GIF of Professor Oak milking it.
The 2 that I chose that you did not choose were Cyclizar and Pidgeot.
Well, I didn't choose Cyclizar because I already chose Drampa, so I already had the dragon.
I took Drampa and Cyclizar. And,
I was going to take Pidgeot, but I switched it out for Bibarel for shits and giggles.
Right. So I think Miltank v Pidgeot is super annoying. I would hate to battle a Miltank with Pidgeot. I think Cyclizar is going to take Bibarel, like, no problem. But Pidgeot v Miltank is really annoying. And Miltank might win, but, like, not by any virtue of... Like, it would be one of those battles that just takes 2 hours and it takes, like, 10 HP at a time off Pidgeot.
I do think Cyclizar beats Bibarel, so I'll give you that. I think we're even on this one. I do think Miltank beats out Pidgeot, and I do think Cyclizar beats out Bibarel.
Yeah, well, Miltank was almost a choice of mine. Had I taken Miltank...
Okay, but you did it. But you didn't.
Pidgeot, Bibarel. Yeah, I
But you
didn't. You're
didn't.
right. I win. Great.
Now let's just do all types.
All types, 15, fully evolved, default forms. Here we go. Our final battle party. Ooh, this is a
Our final batter,
banger. Bro, why are you making fun of me so much today? This is
because
a
you
banger list.
words.
All typing, 15 Pokemon from the following list. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Marowak, Delibird, Kyurem, Sigilyph, Serperior, Arctozolt, Veluza, Vileplume, Dialga, Mewtwo, Donphan, Honchkrow, Heatmore, Arboliva, and Trevenant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's
I
good.
think I have to take. Yeah, I got my 6.
All right, I'm going Kyurem,
Yep.
Superior.
Yep. Wait, no, I don't have Serperior. I wanted to take Serperior. What did I do? No, I don't have it.
Okay. Superior. I took Arctozolt,
Also, no. Wow, I can't believe our lists are so different. Okay.
Vileplume,
Yes.
Dialga,
Yeah.
Mewtwo.
Okay. So I guess we're only off by 2.
Yeah.
You had Serperior and Arctozolt. I have
Mhm.
Donphan and Heatmore. So Heatmore, Serperior, obvious. Bye-bye, Serperior. Donphan,
Donphan
Arctozolt.
also beats Arctozolt, yeah.
Yeah. So
I was
bye.
debating between Arctozolt and Donphan. But I took Arctozolt only because I'm thinking of it was actually a mistake. I shouldn't have taken it. I took it for Thunder.
Yeah. So Serperior was on my list initially, but then as I went through, I just didn't put Serperior, and I didn't even realize I didn't take Serperior. I also wanted to take Marowak just because I really like Marowak, but I didn't.
Side note, the Superior card in Pocket, the ability is goaded. It makes every energy attached to every grass energy attached to whoever's the active Pokemon count as 2 energies, which is really fucking annoying with this Celebi EX. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Thanks for the continued Pocket update. Well, I am glad that I won all 3 of those. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Won all 3. We evened out on the 15 normal. And the other one's completely opinion based.
Just tell them I won, guys. Put it in the comments down below.
No. I swear everybody's Collector's so cool. He wins and he doesn't gaslight anybody. I buy Pokemon
That's
from
right.
him.
That's right.
Yeah, whatever. Side note, are we gonna have an episode next week?
We are not going to have an episode next week, guys. Next week,
So-
Tuesday falls on Christmas Eve. For those of you that don't know, I have 2 young kids. I will be doing family stuff next week.
I have
And I
5
believe
kids I
that
gotta take
means
care
that the
of.
following Tuesday is New Year's Eve. That's how numbers work. Let me find out.
No, you're right, 100%.
So, yeah. So maybe
We
might
won't
be
see
the
you until
last
next year.
episode. Yeah, this might be the last 2024 podcast that you guys are getting. Unless we reschedule to a different day, which is fine. We can do that if you want.
I've mentally prepared to only see your face on Tuesdays. So I don't know about that.
All right, special audio only version of our podcast coming.
You'll all see my face. I can't look at him.
Oh my god. All right. Well, that was fun.
It was. I always have a good time. And I think everybody else always has a good time. It's been 26 episodes this year. This
Mhm.
is the 26th. 26 long. How many months is that? That's 4 weeks to a
8.
month. 8.
No. 6. 6.5.
6.5. Yeah.
8 would be 32. I'm dumb.
Yes, you are. But those are your words, not mine.
Yeah.
It's been real. It's been fun.
It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun.
Please follow, like, and subscribe. Comment.
Show us to your parents.
Show us your parents.
Show us to your parents. We need to
Oh,
grow in popularity.
show us your parents. That's all I heard. Yeah, show us to your parents. I'm sure they'll love to listen to us ramble.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Until next week.
Nope.
I've
Until
been
2025.
oh yeah, until 2025. I've been Collector what was I? AKA I forget.
It was
AKA Graded Guard.
yeah, graded guards, right? I've been Zack Mo, aka Searching Sparks.
Right. Bye.
Bye.